Hey there YouTube, working on a 2002 Lexus today, RX300, and I replaced the rear struts, so let me take you through the process. First thing I like to do on these is remove this plastic cap. It just pops up. Use a molding tool, removal tool, or just a little screwdriver. Pops up fairly easy. Okay, as you can see, I've already taken the wheel off. I don't think I need to show you that process. Did brakes on this not too long ago, and rotors, so yeah, I'll start walking you through the process. You're gonna need a 14 millimeter wrench, 5 millimeter Allen key, set a good locking vice grip pliers, 10 mil socket and ratchet, and yeah, a little bit of elbow grease, wire brush, clean this area up, and then yeah, we'll get to her here. Also, good idea to have an impact 19 millimeter socket with a 19 millimeter wrench as well, just to back these bolts up here. So yeah, let's get at her. Shouldn't take us too long, hopefully. Gotta give this a good clean here. This stabilizer link bolt, all this stuff's pretty dirty, and these things are pretty rusted. I don't think these struts have ever been changed on this car, so pretty good though. I mean, 2002 vehicle, it's got 350,000 K, and yeah, it's always had good service work, but I mean, for a set of struts, 350,000 K is pretty crazy. But I will say they are quite failed, so I like to use a little bit of lube, spray some move it on these bolts, these 19 mils, so they come off a little easier. All this stuff is pretty rusted. I did the other strut last week, and all this stuff pretty rusted, so we're going to take our time with this stuff. I'd like to try to reuse this sway bar link, replace the ones in the front, but these ones aren't terrible. They don't have any play in them. Yeah, so I'll take you through the process here. Let's see if we can't get this going. I apologize for the lighting. Shops doesn't have very good light in here currently, so try to get this 5 mil Allen key into these holes. They can be a bit of a bugger when they're plugged up with dirt, but sure if you can see that very well, but on this sway bar link here, there's a Allen key hole just in the middle here. It's a 5 mil. It's pretty tight. Sometimes I got to start off with a 4 to get it going, get the rust cleaned out of it, and then I'll switch over to a 5. This doesn't usually work. Most of the times I got to back them up with that set of locking vice grips, but we're gonna try it. This is the way it's supposed to be done, and want to be able to show you guys the right process, but we might end up just using those vice grips. Save some time. Yeah, that hole is pretty well wrecked. So what we're gonna do is on the back side of these, between the rubber grommet and the face of this, we can put this set of vice grips on here, get a good squeeze, and we're gonna have to work this back and forth. They don't come very easy. I think we're gonna have to give it a little extra love here. See if we can't. I know we're not supposed to do this, but I'm trying to do it with hand tools so you guys can see the process at least. Oh, there we go. Should make it a little easier. Oh, that's not tight enough. My bad. Put them on the wrong way. That's not gonna work like that. Okay. Still spinning. Here we go. We're reusing this sway bar link. We'll have to see when we take it off. Oh, it's tight. Take it back. Might have to do this a few times. You see the rust build up in there on the threads. These nuts just take a beating, so you gotta be slow with them if you want to reuse them. They're not super heavy duty, so go back and forth a few times, take it kind of past, and then bring it back again, and just trying to clean the threads up a little bit. Knuckle buster. It's always fun working on rusted bolts. I mean, if I was gonna replace this sway bar link, I'd just throw the impact on it, give it a couple of duggas. Get this thing off. I mean, I'm doing this for me. Someone's not paying me to do this, so it takes a little bit more time. That's okay. At least I can show you the right process. Yeah. Oh man, that thing's just being a bugger. Trying not to wreck that little rubber boot on there, but you might get some encouragement here. Okay, that's tight. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Now we'll go back. Just be careful with your hands in here, because that wrench slips off. It's not gonna make good friends with your knuckles, that's for sure. They're not gonna be too happy with you. Oh yeah, there she goes. Nice. So what I usually do is take this, set it aside. We're gonna reuse it, so you don't even need to take these off. Spin it down, let her sit. What do we want to do next? We're gonna take this. I think this is a 10 mil here, I said. Pull this. Nope, not a 10 mil. Sorry guys, totally lied to you. That is. Oh, it is a 10 mil. I have 12 on this Ratchet. So. Yeah, 10 mil nut or bolts here. Same thing. Pretty rusted, so we're just gonna take our time. I don't want to wreck this one either. Bad. Pull that one through. Just trying to do this with some hand tools so you guys can do it from home if you don't have any of the fancy equipment. Just goes to show you don't need all that fancy stuff to get a job done. So I am going to use an impact here. These were quite angry on the other side. Who doesn't like a good dugga once in a while? Nut side, back it up with the 19 mil wrench here, 19 mil socket on this side, And yeah, let's see. Let's just do. That was the wrong socket. I knew better than that. Let's go from 3/4 and let's try a damn 19 mil. How about we do that? That was dumb. Oh, that's tight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give this a little more juice. I bought one of these Milwaukee 1/2-inch high torques. It's got 3 different settings here. Just press this button on the top. And sorry, not showing you very well. There's a button on the top here. You can switch power levels. I'm gonna take it up to 3. Because obviously 2 was not doing it. Okay, well, that one's off. We're gonna leave that. There shouldn't be any weight on this thing, so pull that bolt nut off. Set them aside here. Do the bottom one here. Same thing. Oh. There we go. Hey, look at that. It's even sliding out. I put a little jack. I didn't show that. I put a little hydraulic jack underneath. Take some of the weight off these bolts. Makes them come out a little bit easier. Let's see if we can't get that in the camera here. Small little hydraulic jack right there. Just lifting up on the strut, or the bottom of the strut here. So, yeah. See if we can't show the rest of the process here. What I usually do, I use a small chisel. Try to separate these a little bit. Get them moving. Pretty rusty, so. There we go, pop that one. Okay, pop that one. So these generally slide out fairly easy. Get that rust out of there. Usually just pop them like that. Get a bar in there or whatever, and they'll just separate here. Yeah, pull this off on the bottom, and then I'll, oh shit, I forgot there's another bolt back here. So this is a 12 mil back here, I believe. Yeah, it's for the brake line. There's a bracket there that we got to take off. I believe it's a 12 mil. So let me have a look here. What do we got? That's definitely 12. That's why I had the 12 on there earlier. 12 mil. Okay, we're gonna take this off. I'm not sure if you can see that back there. Where are we at here? So there's a little bracket right here that the brake line goes to. It attaches to the strut. We gotta undo that little bolt there. This one's really rusty. So yeah, so you can see this little nut bolt, sorry, it's quite rusted. Holds the brake line through a little bracket on the strut. So I'm gonna pull that out, and yeah, then we should be able to go into the car. Pull the strut off here, sorry. Okay, did a little bit of wire brush action going on here. All right, clean it up a little. Makes everything go a little better. Put some go juice on her. Just move it. Mostly because that's just what's in my shop. So you can use anything, any kind of penetrant oil is good. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It moved, but it's gonna be a slow process. You might have to do the back and forth deal here too, because I don't want to bust that bolt off, so. Yeah. So what we're gonna try to do in the future here, I do a lot of work on cars. I've got 6 of my own vehicles, and I love mechanics, they're great, but and the going rate of a shop these days is a couple $100 an hour, 150 to 200 bucks Canadian an hour. So I mean, most of this stuff you can buy these parts nowadays online quite cheap. So I don't want to put a mechanic out of work by no means, but if I can save myself a few bucks, I try to do my stuff at home myself. Don't kid yourself, that comes with some learning lessons, and sometimes I gotta buy some specialty tools, but there's a big win. I mean, if I can save $1,000 on labor, means I can convince the wife to allow me to buy $1,000 worth of new tools, and it's easily justified, and then I can do the job on other vehicles as well. You know, I suggest one of your first things, you know, larger tools you should buy if you're doing any work on your vehicles is an impact. That thing's been incredible. Milwaukee makes great tools. I don't have nothing fancy. A lot of my stuff's just mastercraft. You know, like Ratchets of Westward. My son's going in to be a heavy duty mechanic. He's fascinated with the snap-on, and don't get me wrong, they make good tools. They're a premium tool dealer, but for what I'm doing at home, this stuff's got lifetime warranty, mastercraft, and it does what I need it to do. These gear wrenches are the same. I bought them at Mastercraft. They're a Canadian Tire. Yeah, it's all I need around the shop for the little jobs I do. Yeah, so just pull this brake line out of the way. You should inspect the brake line, make sure that it's doesn't have any holes or rub marks on it. This one's good, which is crazy. I mean, like I say, this car's got 350,000 K on it, so yeah, and we'll just pull this. Just gotta wedge something in there, wedge a wrench in there. No, that's not gonna work. Maybe we'll have to beat this one a little bit. Oh man, that's really jammed under. Okay, well, we'll try pulling some more. Oh, that's a finger wrecker, that one. Finger wrecker 9000. What else can we get in there? I didn't bring any big pry bars. It should just wiggle back and forth. You gotta be careful you don't pull that CV out. And then back, got this fancy bar. My dad gave it to me when I was like 16. I think he still had a broken handle lens. Just goes to show you don't need fancy tools to do a job like this. There we go. Struts popped off. I'll show you the failure on this strut. You can see here the rubber's all completely broke off. The gas is leaked out of it. It's completely failed. It's doing nothing. Yeah, and you can buy these strut assemblies. I bought this unit off online. Get the whole strut assembly here for coil and strut. I think I paid $700 for all 4. Fairly cheap, so. And I suggest you get a little magnet. You gotta get the nut. The Lexus nut is a different type nut. I'll show you when I pull it open. You gotta get at the nut here. There's one here, one here, one here, and they'll fall inside this carpet if you don't have this magnet. So I'll show you how to take these out. This car is just like new on the inside. I'm gonna need an extension. You can see this, but yeah, there's maybe these aren't 14 mil. They're 14 mil on the new ones. One sec here. Okay, that was a phony baloney. The factory ones are actually a 12 mil, so yeah, that's strange. But yeah, pop these off. One up here. get them loosened off. What I usually do is break them free, and then I'll run them out. Get them to go as far as I can. If you can see that. So now it's done. And get in here with a little magnet. Just pull them out. You can see they're kind of, not a very good light here, but they're a weird nut. They have a collar on the end here with the nut. So anyway, get these two out of here. And then I do the third one slowly because the strut's gonna want to fall, and it's just me doing the job. So yeah. Yeah, get that magnet back in there. And sometimes you can even spin this magnet. Get the nut out. If you got it, just do the last few threads. Get it spinning, and this one's usually a little tighter. It's got all the weight of the strut on it. So the strut's probably falling there. So if you hear a big bang, my apologies. Oh, there she goes. There she goes, drops. Pull that out with the okay, so we're back outside. So pull this one out. Kind of get it past the brake line. You want to bring it out to the right here. Get rid of the wheel speed sensor. And get past it there, and then they just slide out. So they have, I would call it an indicator, I guess, on the strut here. I'll try to show you a little better. This points out, so you can't mess these up. These holes are specifically, or these studs are set in a place that you literally can't mess this up. You can't put it in the wrong way. So take the old one here, throw it off to the side, grab the new one, get the nuts off. Top, they come with a little warning sticker basically telling you, if you take this nut off in the middle, you're gonna have a really bad day. This thing's gonna presto ejecto the face probably. So we don't need that. There's already a lot of good videos on the internet of people doing dumb things, and we don't want to be a part of that. So don't get me wrong, things happen around this house for sure, especially doing stuff on your own, but we're gonna not do that today. Hopefully. Take this now so you can see up in the hole where the bolt holes are. Back around, get the wheel speed sensor out of the way, and if it goes right, which it very often doesn't, if it goes right, stud should go up in that hole fairly easy. Would you look at that? This actually went in fairly easy. Probably better than I thought it was gonna. What I usually do is I like to try to get this jammed up and then get a bolt or something put through that hole. Usually shove a chisel or something through the bottom hole there, just get it set up. Yeah, let's go back inside the cab and we'll get this get these small bolts inside on the interior done. Okay, so my mistake. The Lexus nuts on the top of the strut, those are a 12 mil. These ones I got from the aftermarket ones are 13 mil. So my apologies for that. I don't want to mess you guys up with that. Try to be as prepared as I can, but it always seems like there's something there. It's got to be changed on this crap. Can't see that very well, but yeah, I like to doing this left-handed. I apologize. Gotta stick it to there. And you run it down the hole. them started. And you can finish them with the ratchet. So. Okay, now we'll finish those with the ratchet here. Tighten them up. I don't know what the torque spec is. I'll have to look. Just torque tighten them up till they're. We're not going to use the impact. It's quite deep. It's quite deep, but. Are there threads on that thing? Well, hey, remember I told you we need a 13 mil. Geez. It's gonna work way better with the 13 mil than the 12 mil. Try to get these centered and lifted up kind of at the same time. Do our best, but like I said, we don't want to use the dugga machine on these. Maybe an electric ratchet or something if you're lazier than me or whatever, but hey, each their own. Lazy, quick. Seems like I always do shit the hard way. Yeah. Somebody asked me one time, how far does it go? I say all the way. We only go all the way. Anytime we do anything, go all the way. Jesus, where is it going? Tighter. Oh, it's tighter. Tight! Oh, how about this? More to go. Tight. Come on, we gotta go tighter. Oh, there's the stopping point. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think those are good. Yeah. Pretty weak though. Definitely weaker than that damn Milwaukee half-inch impact, that's for sure. Okay, let's go back outside, finish this job up. YouTube. Forgot. The most important part. Hey. Difference between a journeyman and a apprentice. Journeyman knows how to hide his mistakes. I definitely didn't finish the job, so there you go. Hey, look at that. Okay, we are back outside and back in action. We are going to pull that chisel out. Try our best at lining this hole up, and man, is that ugly. That is not. Oh. Wait a minute. We got all the light in the world. I still can't get this lined up. Oh, there we go. You know what? That doesn't go that way. This way. We don't need to make it harder for ourselves next time. Although I genuinely believe, put the nut on, genuinely believe that this car will be scrap metal before I gotta replace these struts again. Hey. It is a Toyota, so I might be wrong with that. The other thing I forgot to do, I I don't know if this is something we have to do or if this is even the right way, but I do add just a tiny little bit of copper go juice on these nuts or studs. Maybe we're not supposed to do that, but man, it sure makes things nice next time. But like I said, there probably won't be a next time. Now, set this unit back to 2 so we don't destroy this. These are both 19 mils again. Let's get this thing tightened. That's not tight. Well, I don't know what is. Somebody once asked me how many Duggas I'd use on one of these. I just tell them all of them. Okay, that should be tight. Like a tiger. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that on this one. That's probably gonna break it. We are gonna put a little more, tiny little bit of go juice on this one. Because I'm pretty good at having to redo things. Hey, you're not screwing crap up. Are you even learning? I don't think so. That one's in there. Yeah, and then this is this small little bolt. Where did I put that then? Oh, right here. Also put a little bit of go juice on this thing. See that, just tiny little copper coat. I don't know what it is with this shit, but it gets everywhere. Somehow this will end up being on everything. Okay, so we've got a 12 millimeter socket to do this brake line bracket. Again. And look, you're probably bored of this video by now, but hey, I looked online, sure didn't see very much for videos on this Lexus, and figured if I could save somebody a few bucks, maybe teach them a thing or two. Look, you can watch this video. Tell your wife you're the man of the house and you're gonna go out and fix the rear strut on a Lexus. Hey. I make the problems go away. Oh, we don't want to go too many Duggas on that one. What else next? Oh, this little guy. How many mil is that? I don't think I remember. What do we got here? 10? Is that a 10 mil? Oh, look at that. It is a 10 mil. Oh, yeah. Get this one tightened up. And then we're gonna do the sway bar link after this. Stick the tire back on and we are done. I'm not gonna put the tire back on the video. You guys know how to, enough videos on YouTube about changing tires, but yeah. So these damn vice grip pliers, they're like any other set of pliers. You gotta put them on the right way. That's what I was told anyway. What do I know? Just the only old mechanic. Wannabe mechanic. It's nut here. Oh, you know what we need? A little bit of this go juice. See what I mean? This brush is made for something significantly bigger, obviously. But that is gonna get everywhere, and I'll just be happy if I don't get it on my face. Just like permanent marker. Oh, I believe that was a 14 mil. That's 15. Where do we got that 14? Right here. And you see that? Tighten this back up. I don't know if you need to watch that, but I'll try to do it left-handed. Okay, enough messing around. Let's get this thing done here. We're gonna go tight like a tiger. I don't know how many feet-pounds that is, but I'd say all of them. Okay, and this job is done. Have a look here, YouTube. We got new strut. Put on the sway bar link connected again. There's the wheel speed sensor bracket, and on this back side is the bracket for the brake line. If you look up top, that's where she goes for the body. Yeah, job's done. Thank you for watching.